Ian, a 3-1 victory here at Ibrox. Sum up your feelings after those 90 minutes.
Tired, I know that. We've gone and put a lot of work in this week on a change of formation. One that we knew would reap some dividends. We knew that we'd be able to hit them on the break quickly on the counter, and we got several chances in that respect, and I thought the boys went and put in a fantastic performance on a night where everybody wrote us off. Everybody felt as though we'd come here and struggle, but it shows the character in the side, it shows the good players that we've got, and you know, for the fans that backed us from minute one to the end, it was good to send them home happy.
We'll take the goals in chronological order, and they were all kind of, you know, exactly what you typified there. The first one was a classic counter-attack right down the right-hand side. Lee Irwin does what he's been doing so well recently, cutting in the left-hand side, and you know, a shot, okay, takes a lot of deflection, but you'd have been happy with that goal.
Oh, yeah, that's where his strengths are, you know, getting it in those areas, cutting in left or right foot, and he gives defenders problems. And it only takes a little nick on the way through, and goalkeepers have got no chance. And so, yeah, it gives a great start. To hit them on the break with the pace that we had, I thought was great. And when you do work on things like that, it's very, very pleasing when you see it working.
Something else you've worked on is set pieces. I know you, Stephen Robertson, do a lot of that, and the second goal came from that. It was a great delivery from the left hand side and a good header from Steve McManus.
It is something that we do a lot on, and we haven't scored enough goals from it, because you know, we can get the delivery, and if we get the runs right and we commit to the runs and we attack it well, then we're a problem for anybody. I'm not sure how many we've scored from set pieces, and that's frustrating, because we have got the armoury there. So to do it on the biggest of stages was great.
So you're going at half time 2-0. I would imagine your team talk will be, let's contain them for the first 10-15 minutes, let's not do anything silly, but you get a fantastic start, and again a quick counter attack, great runs all over the place, dragging Rangers from right to left, and Lionel Ainsworth does what he does best. It's just a superb finish.
Well, again, it's picking the right passes at the right times, and making sure you get the finish when you do counter, and we did that. We broke in numbers, great pace, picked the right time to make the pass, and it was a superb finish. But you're right, half time you try and calm the lads down. They were calm anyway. We knew that there'd be an onslaught coming to us, so we talked about the first 10 minutes, that they would throw everything at us, and for us to get that in the first couple of minutes was just what was needed.
So your team, you know, are solid all through the game. You even look dangerous. You could even have added a fourth at times, but at the same time as well at the back, George Long had to be really up for it as well, and he had a great couple of saves as well.
Yeah, it is important. Yeah, as a back four, yeah, we defended very, very well. We were getting deeper and deeper, and when George was called into play, he pulled off some unbelievable saves, and that shows you. You know, a goalkeeper's position is difficult. You know, you can be stood there for a long time, not have too much to do, and then have to produce a moment of magic. And I was pleased for George, because he's made one or two mistakes, as goalkeepers do. He's a young lad, and he's coped with them, and he's come through, and he's a strong character, and he'll have a fantastic journey in the game for longer periods.
Let's talk about two negatives of the game, and there weren't many, but let's talk about two of them. First one was that it looked as if a couple of players picked up some knocks. Stephen Hamill goes off for Anthony Straker, and then Stephen Pearson goes off and is replaced by Simon Ramsden. You know, are those players getting nussed before Sunday's?
Two big players as well. Two big players, two calming heads, two players that were on top of the game tonight, and they'll be important to us. We'll have to assess them, of course. Well, it's too early to see what the damage is, but you know, if they're not right, then there's players got to be ready to come in, and that's been the message all along. That yeah, you may not have played a part tonight, but don't be too downhearted. That can change, and when you're called upon, make sure you're ready.
And Rangers scored quite late on in the game. That was probably a big disappointment. And actually, we talked about substitution when Pearson goes off, Simon Ramsden goes on, and sometimes it's difficult when you're right on there to be switched on. And actually, McGregor scores off the head, and that's probably a frustrating one for you.
Well, it is, because you don't want to make a change when from a set piece, from a free kick or a corner. You know, you want to go and see the danger out, and then make the change then. And but Pira had to go. Pira had to go off, so Simon had to come on. It happened to be his designated marker, but again, you're not into the speed of the game, and no one's going to blame anybody for that. That happens. We regrouped. I thought when the crowd started to get behind them, I thought we were fantastic in staying in it, managed the game, taking the sting out of it, soaking up the pressure, and again we still had 1 or 2 chances to go and break on them.
Does the positive side of that goal concede just solidify in everybody's mind that the tie isn't dead, and we need to get into the second leg absolutely believing there's still a huge job to do?
Nobody's celebrating in that dressing room. We know it's halfway. We know that half of a job is done, but we've got to go and work twice as hard as we have done tonight, and we have to be ready for the onslaught that Rangers throw at us. But again, we're strong at home. We have been strong at home the last 7 or 8 games, and for me, we can go and score more goals in the tie as well. So it'll be a cracker Sunday. Again, I think the atmosphere will be superb. The boys responded to the atmosphere here tonight. I thought it was a great game of football, and again, one that we're looking forward to Sunday as well.
And a quick note for the Motherwell fans: outnumbered 50-1 inside Ibrox here tonight, but I thought they made their noise, made their voices heard throughout, and I'm sure they're all going home tonight quite proud of you and proud of the side.
They were noisy. They were noisy. We could hear them for sure, and it is for them. Through thick and thin, they will be here, and you give them something to shout about, and they'll back you. And I thought they were brilliant tonight. So credit to them. Probably got us over the line as well there, and we'll need all them to roar us on Sunday as well.
Ian, well done.
Thank you.